What's going on, champs and champets? It's FireMonkey here, and recently you may have heard about Fortnite potentially making price changes to the Fortnite crew. Now, this is something that has been an iffy situation where Epic Games themselves has flat out stated, hey, we are not changing the price of the crew. However, it appears what's actually going on here is related to Xbox Game Pass getting the Fortnite crew as a benefit. So as you guys know, you can currently pay, I think it's like $14 or $12 United States, and you'll be able to get 1,000 V-Bucks every month, the Battle Pass, the OG Pass, the Music Pass, the Lego Pass, the monthly Crew Pack, and even the Rocket Pass, plus different crew styles here and there. And while all of these benefits are really nice, something that is very odd about the changes here is that it appears that even though we're getting a price hike with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and even though they're going to be going through all of the efforts to set all that stuff up, you know, make it so that you're able to actually get the OG pass or all these different type of passes with the Fortnite crew as an ultimate benefit, it appears that you're actually going to be getting a nerf tier of the Fortnite crew. So we had this whole entire string recently that mentioned the following bits of information about a potential price change. It mentioned you'd still get 1,000 V-Bucks, you would still get the crew pack, however, you would only be getting the Battle Pass, meaning you'll no longer be getting the OG pass, the Music Pass, and the Lego Pass. This had a lot of people speculating that we're potentially seeing a price change, or potentially you're going to be making two tiers, a cheaper tier and a more expensive tier, with the more expensive tier giving you all four of these passes right here, along with the other benefits. But the other day, someone actually pointed this out to me over on their Xbox. They got the following pop-up regarding the Fortnite crew coming to Game Pass Ultimate. It mentions that you receive a new crew pack monthly, you get access to the current Battle Pass, and you get 1,000 V-Bucks every single month. However, the most important thing to mention here is it mentions you only get access to the Battle Pass. It does not mention you get access to the OG Pass, the Music Pass, or the Lego Pass, and that actually aligns with everything going on with the actual leak that we had regarding a price change in the files, with there only being a Battle Pass, 1,000 V-Bucks, and the Crew Pack monthly that you're actually getting as a benefit, and that's what I think is actually going on here. Do I think the price is going to change for everyone who's just a normal subscriber of the Fortnite crew? No. However, I do think that this could be a sign of what we could be getting later down the line, with them now having two tiers of the Fortnite crew. Technically the Game Pass tier, which just gives you the Battle Pass, 1,000 V-Bucks, Crew Pack, and I guess these two benefits over here, and then the normal tier that you can purchase if you're not in the actual Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription, which includes absolutely everything. And it could be a sign of things to come in the future, whether that's them potentially doing more price hikes later down the line with actual price changes, and not just something in the Fortnite crew for Game Pass or whatever else, or whether it's something like enabling more tiers. Like, imagine if you could spend maybe $5 less or whatever, and you would be able to pick maybe one or maybe two of the passes you wanted to get. So if you didn't care about the Lego Pass, you would just be able to not pick it. If you didn't care about the Music Pass, you would just be able to not pick it. All that type of stuff, all the way through all the different Crew Pass benefits. But honestly, as someone who's already subscribed to the Fortnite crew and Game Pass Ultimate, and knowing that Game Pass Ultimate isn't going to be increasing in price, at least not right now, for people who already are subscribed to it at the $20 a month tier, I might just take the damage, right? I might just get rid of the OG Pass, the Music Pass, and the Lego Pass, and just go full with the Xbox Game Pass benefit of 1,000 V-Bucks every month, the Battle Pass, Crew Pack, and the Rocket Pass, just because I would technically be saving some money, even though I'd be missing out on 3 of the passes in the game. But this also brings up a whole nother discussion regarding passes and the OG Pass and everything else, regarding if we actually like these cosmetics, with them not having any extra, V-Bucks you're able to actually get from them. The Music Pass has some nice music you're able to obtain, but it can still be purchased in the item shop later down the line, and honestly, it feels like Fortnite Festival is in this weird state recently that I haven't really played it. But yeah, if you're worried about the Fortnite crew potentially raising in prices due to the leaks recently, even though Epic Games basically deconfirmed what I had stated over on social media, it appears that what's actually happening isn't really going to be a price change, but a nerfed version of the Fortnite crew, at least for right now, that will be available for Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. Which on one hand, it kind of sucks, because if you have to pay that $30 a month price for Game Pass Ultimate with the $10 price hike, you're getting less of a benefit with Game Pass than you are when you're just, paying $20 a month for Game Pass or whatever else. So I really wish Microsoft had some system where you could pick and choose the benefits you actually wanted to get, but there still is the chance that later down the line Epic Games could do a price change to the Fortnite crew. I don't believe they've ever really changed the price since it came out, but they have changed the price of V-Bucks here and there, and we see them changing the prices of bundles just kind of randomly, so it's still something to kind of keep your eyes out for, since now technically it would be in the files and prepared for for when Game Pass Ultimate actually ends up getting the Fortnite crew benefit in November. As a reminder, this is what the notice looks like on screen when it actually pops up for you. So this is something you would see when you would like launch your Xbox. It'd be like, hey, this is coming to the Game Pass Ultimate subscription in November, and it mentions all that type of stuff. But it is just kind of an odd situation where I wish, when they announced this, they would have at least been a little bit more transparent. Because when Xbox announced they were going to be raising their prices by $10 for Game Pass Ultimate, we already had a lot of people trying to cancel their subscriptions, being outraged about it. But I wonder how much worse the outrage would have been if they announced in that same thing, it's actually a nerf version of Fortnite Crew, which only gives you the battle pass and the other benefits, and not the other 3 passes in the entire game. Until next time, however, I hope champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. So until then, peace out.